It was college, and a friend just decided that was a funny thing to call me. Um, I mean, music bajana to I started in high school. Cover bands and started thinking about writing. And then when I went to college, I was in a progressive rock band called. Well, we had different. We changed names every other year. Like it was called Drench for the most part. The Drench was a band with a couple of these white friends of mine, John Beale, amazing musicians. Like some of the best musicians I played with. So they really taught me a lot as well. I really learned a lot from those guys. This John Beale, Dennis Harvey, who actually ended up playing drums on the Moj album eventually, many years later. And then there was Jason Harvey's brother was on bass guitar, and John was the singer and the keyboard player was on guitar. So that outfit lasted about a good 8 years, like through college and then post. That is basically how I started. It was like a very progressive rock band oriented. And then as time went by, Junoon's Azadi came out, which was actually the first three albums I loved. They were kind of dictating how I felt about Pakistani music, and because of Junoon, I pretty much, they covered some Nusrat Fateh Ali songs and some Abda Parveen songs, and so that came in, and then that's where the ideas came. You can actually make guitar-based music in within the realm of Pakistani music. Obviously started with Vital Signs, and then I actually started with Zohaib Hassan, but that was like I was a kid. Then Vital Signs definitely influenced me. Junoon definitely gave me the blueprint. I don't know if as such किस किस्म की evolution हुई है. Every artist comes and brings their own idea of what the new sound with the modern music is. So it hasn't. I think we're always kind of a few years behind the rest of the world. There are 100 other ways to become rich and famous, apart from being a musician. So if being rich and famous was your goal, then I would suggest acting or anything else really that can get you there. The people who are doing music, especially as a full-time career, are the people who truly do love making music in some form or fashion. Yeah, the performance, yeah, the production aspect, the songwriting and lyric writing. So jo bhi hai, they truly do love it. So the motivation is the fact that when I was working a 9 to 5 job in IT, I would spend all day thinking about when I would finally get off from work to be able to go and work on music. So that my motivation was, I want to be able to do that for a living and not have to be distracted all day long thinking about the things that I'm not being able to do. So it does get difficult, obviously, once you have a family and you have to support them, and so you have to make sure. And so what was initially a pure passion becomes a little bit corrupted with the commercial kind of corporate and commercial angle of making doing work in the music business. It's called a business at this point. So then you have to be. I'm still of the opinion that if I'm not having fun making music, then there's no point. I might as well just have. So when I find myself in situations where it seems the music that I'm making is more work than play, I usually get turned off, and then I look for ways to get out of that situation. So I need to be able to have fun.